Guys, I really didn't think we were going to be doing this much news at the beginning of the year, and I want you guys to know that all of these stories are coming literally like back to back to back, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's been emailing them, and I've been trying my best to try to keep up. It is an unbelievable amount of news that's been going on here just in the first 6 days of this year. We're getting ready to talk about this freaking thing on my screen that we have to refer to as a mother, but definitely not on the merits of how she treated her children. But let me get her face back up on the screen so you guys can take a look at who exactly we're talking about. A young Chicago mother is accused of throwing her baby son to his death 11 stories up. Yes, 11 stories up. She is accused of throwing her baby son to his death from an 11-story window and killing his older brother in a bathtub. And then on top of that, she stabbed her own grandfather, had reportedly tried to surrender her children to a shelter just days earlier, but was turned away. So here's the story. Police say early Thursday morning, a 20-year-old Aleah Newell, that chick right there, tossed her youngest son on the far right-hand side. That was 7-month-old Amir, Amir Newell, Newell, from her family's apartment in the 7200 block of South Shore Drive, and then jumped after him. But the mom survived the fall. Wow. When police entered Newell's apartment on the 11th floor after being directed there by building security, they discovered the 70-year-old grandfather. Let me see if I can get his face back up on the screen. I didn't have a lot of pictures of him by himself because, of course, he wasn't the main focus of this story, even though all of this is sad. Let me see if I can get his face up here. Well, nonetheless, you can see him there. He's on the bottom right-hand corner. That is Cardell Walker, 70 years old, and he was discovered with blood gushing from cuts to his face and body. Damn. Walker's told officers his granddaughter had attacked him before attempting to take her own life. Police then entered the bathroom and found Newell's 2-year-old son by the name of John Tavius John Newell. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but John Tavius. All of those Tavius or Avius or any name like that, I just don't think that we really care about our children when we give our children these names that are just far out, just that don't make any sense. I just don't like it personally. It's just my thing. So, hey, whatever. John Tavius, they found him dead in the bathtub with severe lacerations to his head and body and blisters from being scalded by hot water. So again, another story back to back where somebody tried to also boil children in hot water. Now, both children were pronounced dead at Comer Children's Hospital, becoming Chicago's first 2 homicide victims of 2020. I'll be honest with you guys. If I would have had to pick like what was going to be Chicago's first murders, I wouldn't have thought it would have been a mother killing her 2 kids, because they got a lot of random shootings out there. I just thought it might have been something more like along that line. But nonetheless, the grandfather and granddaughter were transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center in critical condition. Now, family members told the news that Walker is expected to recover from his stab wounds. Now, if Aleah Newell survives her injuries, which we believe that she will face criminal charges, rightfully so. Newell faces counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted first-degree murder in the horrific case that ended with 2-year-old John Tavius Newell's dead in a fall and 7-month-old Amir Newell fatally stabbed and scalded in a bathtub. Now, excuse me. You guys know I'm trying to get over this cough. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm still a little bit sick, but we're trying to get through it. I'm taking meds, so we'll get through it. Judge Susanna Ortiz called the 20-year-old woman's alleged actions, reflective of wanton cruelty, WANTON. If you're not familiar with that term, Google search it, look it up. It means like cruel and unusual punishment is essentially what that means. But wanton cruelty, ordering Newell jailed without bail, so she got no bail during a hearing Saturday after Cook County prosecutors detailed the chilling scene that played out early Thursday at a building in the 7200 block of South Shore Drive. Now, Newell did not attend this hearing as she recovers at University of Chicago Medical Center from a broken wrist and ankle after she suffered from the fall because she jumped out the goddamn window her damn self. Cook County prosecutor said that she started a hot bath at her 70-year-old grandfather's apartment, meaning she has 2 kids and she ain't got no place for her to live herself. Now, I want you guys to think about this, how crazy this is. So I hope you guys don't get mad. All of the opportunities that the United States of America in every single state makes it so easy for women to be able to have a leg up. You have children and you can collect benefits from those children. Hashtag babies for benefits, right? You can collect so many benefits from having all of these children. You can get housing, you can get food stamps, you can get child support, you can get WIC, you can get car vouchers, you can get so much stuff. You could get all kind of stuff. You get jobs, so much stuff for free just for having the kids. And in the midst of that, you still have a number of women out there like this one who still can't take all of the free stuff that she got and make a way for herself and her children. Isn't that ridiculous? And it just seems like some people, no matter how many chances and how many opportunities you give them, they are just bound to fail in life. Like you just have to just not care, right? Now, let's move on. She was at her 70-year-old grandfather's apartment while little John Tavius and Amir were in the living room. As the water was running, her grandfather went into the bathroom to use the bathroom, or to urinate, he said. That's when Newell allegedly walked up behind him, put him in a chokehold, and hit him on the head with a towel bar. Then she grabbed a knife from the kitchen and stabbed him more than 10 times. And I know y'all are saying mentally ill. I don't want to hear anything about mentally ill because the last time that I checked, there are a lot of mothers that are mentally ill, but they allow them to keep the kids anyway. When the fathers, in a lot of cases, are trying to fight for custody of those same exact kids. So if a mother is mentally ill, why doesn't she lose custody? Why does she get to keep the kids? Y'all explain that to me. Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay? Now, she stabbed him up in the bathroom and more than 10 times, and blood splattered all over the toilet, sink, and the vanity, prosecutors said. Newell left the elderly man unconscious. Then she went to Amir and stabbed him 19 times in the head. Oh my God. She stabbed her own son in the head 19 times. Then she took the infant to the bathroom and plunged him face down into the scalding hot water. Jesus Christ. Newell then cut a hole in the window screen in the living room and took her baby and hurled him, John Tavius, out the window, and then she jumped out the damn window. Surveillance video shows her fall was broken by a window washer scaffold on the 3rd floor before she landed on the concrete next to her motionless toddler. A building security worker heard the crash at about 2 a.m. and called 911. Tenants below the unit also reported water coming from their ceiling from the overflowing tub. Now, police found the 70-year-old man in the bathroom doorway moaning in a pool of blood. Amir was still face down in the tub. And officers attempted CPR, but baby Amir never moved and was not making a sound. Give me a second. Meanwhile, the station WGN interviewed a woman staying at the Salvation Army Shield of Hope shelter, who claimed that a desperate Newell, the mother, came to the facility on December the 30th with her 2 sons begging for help. The 20-year-old mom of 2 reportedly wanted someone to take her children because she said she could not take care of them by herself. Y'all might hate me after this story. Shelter resident Adrian Thomas told the news Newell seemed fed up and did not know what to do. Thomas quoted the mother as telling some of the other women at the shelter, "I can't do it. I can't take care of them." But like I said, y'all know that I have my thoughts about that. Now, according to Thomas, when Newell asked the shelter officials during the intake process if they could help her with her boys, she was told that they could not assist her and that she had to do it on her own. A spokesman for the Salvation Army could neither confirm or deny that Newell had sought help at that shelter, citing client confidentiality. Family members told the news that 3 days later, Newell took some pills before killing her children and leaping out the window. In May of 2017, Newell lost her older brother to suicide. And last summer, her brother posted a chilling message on Facebook saying that his sister was in the hospital and asking for prayers, and may God show her the right path and not let her go down the same path as our brother. There's a lot to unpack there, but let me go ahead and give you guys the fair usage and show you guys what was in the news as far as the videos. Not that video. Let me get that one off if I can. Let's go ahead and get this fair use popping. And again, if you guys would, do me a favor and click that thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get started. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. To Divine Lioness said that it seems like the grandfather was helping too. Yes, he was. It sounds like that she was living at his place. But like I said, in this situation, there's so much to unpack. It seemed like she didn't care about help. It seemed like she just didn't give a crap at all. And I want to know, where are the biological fathers of these 2 kids? Because it sounds like they were probably 2 different dads, because that's the narrative in the Black community. That's what we do. Let's go ahead and get started.
So tonight, the mother of these 2 boys was begging for help just days before police say she killed them. Always investigating, CBS News' Lauren Victor shares more from a woman at an emergency shelter who met the accused mother just days before the horrific crime. She heard her cries for help, but says they were ignored.
And they felt so bad, so they stopped talking to her. So me, my sister, and my nieces or whatever, we kept talking to her, trying to, make sure she was okay.
Adrian Thomas said she met mother of 2, Aleah Newell, earlier this week at Shield of Hope. It's an emergency shelter run by the Salvation Army. Something was off about the young mom.
She asked one of the persons in there, have you ever been in a mental hospital?
Thomas said Newell also asked for help.
She said when she first got here in intake, she asked them to take her kids. She couldn't take care of them. They told her no, she had to do it on her own.
We asked the Department of Children and Family Services if the Salvation Army was required to call them. The answer? It depends on who the mother spoke with at the shelter. Only staff in certain roles are considered mandated reporters. DCFS said who Newell talked to will likely be part of their investigation into the murder of her 2 sons. Here are the options if someone no longer wants a child, according to DCFS. Transfer guardianship through the courts or relinquish your baby through the safe haven law, though that's only for infants up to 30 days old. Otherwise, DCFS offers child welfare services. A trained social worker will refer you to programs to help you care for your kids. Meantime, the medical examiner just determined 7-month-old Amir died from multiple injuries and assault, a homicide. His 2-year-old brother, John Tavius, was murdered too, multiple blunt force injuries after a fall from height. That matches up with what police say, that Newell threw her toddler out of a high-rise window in South Shore and jumped after him. By then, baby Amir was dead in the bathtub.
That's devastating for, for somebody that begged for help and no one helped, and now the kids are just gone.
And y'all, see, and that's what I'm talking about. And they're trying to blame it on this center that woman is living at. How dumb is that? She's sitting there trying to talk crap about the same facility that she's living at currently. And then on top of that, they said the DCFS still had options on top of that. Might not have been the options she wanted, might not have been a lot of options, but it was still options on the table. Let's move on.
Newell's 70-year-old grandfather was also hurt in this incident. Police say she stabbed him multiple times. At last check, he was recovering here at the University of Chicago Medical Center. I'm Lauren Victory, CBS 2 News.
And breaking tonight on the south side, these two little boys dead, killed by their own mother, police say, before she jumped out of an 11-story window.
CBS News' Charlie DeMar is live at University of Chicago Medical Center, where that mother is hospitalized tonight. Charlie.
Brad and Erica, family identifying that 20-year-old mother as Aleah Newell. She is here at the University of Chicago, along with her 70-year-old grandfather, who she's also accused of stabbing in this whole ordeal. Both are in critical condition, and if she does survive, police tell us they will look at the possibility of pursuing charges. 2-year-old Jontavius, or John, and his little brother Amir, just 7 months old. Both killed, police say, by their mother, 20-year-old Aleah Newell, at this South Shore apartment building near 72nd and South Shore Drive.
Female and the baby are on the ground. Caller believes they fell out the window. The baby is not moving.
Police found Newell and Amir on the ground outside of the apartment. It's believed the 20-year-old mother threw Amir out the 11th floor window, then jumped.
And no, I do not feel sorry for this mother. She is not a victim. Not a victim at all.
Caller says she heard a loud thump and went outside and saw a woman and an infant on the ground.
As police made their way to the 11th floor,
we need to get this water turned off. The apartment's flooding. We can't get it turned off.
2-year-old Jontavius was found in the overflowing tub, unconscious. Police say he had cuts to his head and appeared scalded.
I'm going to need a car to sit on the downstairs crime scene, and I need a car to sit on the upstairs crime scene.
Also part of the crime scene, a 70-year-old man stabbed by Newell. That man, her grandfather, identified by family as Cadell Walker. And again, family says that Walker is in critical condition, but they expect him to be okay. Now,
to answer your question, you're asking, did she die from jumping from 11 stories? Y'all know that evil does not die. Y'all realize that, right? It's really hard to kill evil. I'm just saying. Yes, she jumped out of an 11-story building and only had a broken ankle and a broken hand. Isn't that crazy?
For this family, they have been through a lot. They say,
why didn't she jump alone? That's my point. Thank you.
That Aleah's brother, the mother of those two young boys, that her brother actually died by suicide just a couple years ago. We are live from the University of Chicago tonight. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News. Erica.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
Of the new year claimed the lives of a young child and an infant in the city's South Shore neighborhood, and Chicago police believe their mother was responsible.
WGN's Megan Dwyer is live at the University of Chicago Hospital in Hyde Park with more. Megan.
Lourdes and Joe, that mother is here tonight recovering. She's in critical condition. The family not ready to do an interview just yet, but they tell us she is still not conscious, and they believe that she took pills before what happened. Tragedy struck on the 11th floor of this high-rise apartment in South Shore early this morning. Chicago police say they arrived to find 20-year-old Aleah Newell on the ground next to her 7-month-old son, Jontavius, known as John. Police say video from the first floor shows she threw her infant out of the 11th floor window, and then she jumped, hitting something on the way down that broke her fall. Inside the apartment was her 70-year-old grandfather, Cadell Walker. Police say she stabbed him multiple times before jumping. She also left her 2-year-old son, Amir, to die in the bathtub. Police say he had been cut on his face and had blisters from scalding hot water. Both toddlers were pronounced dead at the University of Chicago Hospital. Newell and her grandfather remain in very critical condition. Neither is conscious. She had recently moved in with him. Police investigating the scene today say it was a brutal way to start the new year.
So y'all heard that. They said that she recently moved in with her grandfather. So yes, he was helping her. No excuse. Y'all say that I need help. I need help. Her grandfather was helping her. It might not have been the help she wanted, but she was getting help. Let me thank a couple people real quick who just donated, if you guys don't mind. I don't know if they are in the chat, but said, keep up the good fight, my friend. Kayla Nightrider sitting in 10. So I want to say thank you, Kayla, if you are listening. Kayla Nightrider in the building. And also I want to thank real quick to, said thank you for all your hard work. Hashtag AFC all day with the prayer hand emojis. Joan sent in 5. So Joan, if you're listening, I did get your donation. Thank you very much.
Seeing the unimaginable and thinking of their own kids. So this family tells me this is not the first tragedy they've endured. Aleah's brother actually committed suicide back in 2017. They have started a GoFundMe page to raise money for the funeral for these two children. On that GoFundMe page, they wrote, mental health crisis is real, especially at this time of year. If you'd like to contribute, you can find.
If you have a mental health crisis or if you're mentally ill, you should not be a parent, because it gives too many excuses for you to murder your kids. I just don't like it. I really don't. We got in one more donation from, I think, let me make sure I can say the name. Hi, this is Helen from Australia. Wow. I think the work you do is outstanding. So if you are listening, Helen, I just got it and I just accepted it. Thank you very much. From my heart to yours, all the way to Australia. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
A link on our website, WGN.
And we're following a developing story from the South Shore neighborhood where 2 toddlers are dead after a mother attacks her family and then jumped from an 11th floor window. One child was found on the ground outside of the high-rise apartment. The other was discovered in a bathtub.
Police are calling their deaths the first homicides of 2020. CBS 2's Mugo Adigwe joins us live from that apartment building where she just spoke with police. Mugo.
Good morning. There are still a few police officers and police tape blocking off the building where this tragic and heartbreaking incident happened. Police say they are still working this case, but stress that the 2 people who can tell them exactly what happened overnight are still in the hospital in critical condition. Those 2 people, a woman in her 30s and a man in his 70s. You're looking at.
I do realize that some people are not going to feel me on what I had to say about that. But like I said, it puts children at risk. Now, if you're in that situation, I get it. I understand. If I'm saying something you don't agree with, then just type it in the chat and just tell me, hey, Jay, I don't agree with what you said. But it's just my opinion. That's all. That's all.
At video from the scene, officers were called to the apartment building on the 7200 block of South Shore. First, they saw the body, a badly injured woman on the ground with a little boy. They rushed to the 11th floor of the apartment, and inside they found a 70-year-old man with injuries on his face and body. They also found a 2-year-old boy unresponsive in the bathtub. The man told police the woman stabbed him, then jumped from the 11th floor with the 1-year-old boy. Neighbors here are still trying to process the gruesome details of the murders.
Fathers are to protect their children, regardless of what's happening. Like, sad to say you can do whatever you want to yourself, but to an infant, a toddler, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I would hope not.
Again, the 2 little boys died. The man and woman are still in the hospital in critical condition.
Allen police telling us they have yet to interview the mother because she remains sedated following that 11-story fall.
If you would, if my moderators would, let me know how many thumbs up we have so I can keep track of that. If you guys would, do me a favor when y'all come in. I don't have to pause the video very much, but click that thumbs up when you guys come in, okay? Thank you, guys.
And so there's still more questions than answers as to what led this young mother to apparently carry out such horrific actions. A 70-year-old man wakes up to a toddler screaming, then finds his granddaughter in the bathroom, apparently in the process of killing her 2-year-old son. That is what police and family members say happened inside this South Shore apartment overnight before the mother, a 20-year-old woman, proceeded to stab her grandfather, throw her 1-year-old boy out the window, then jump 11 stories to the ground. Police are treating this as a murder, attempted suicide.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And it's just sad. It's time for prayer out here.
While the woman managed to survive the fall, her sons did not, relatives identifying them as Amir and John. Speaking on their grandmother's behalf today was crisis responder Andrew Holmes.
I am going to be talking with the family support specialist from Chicago Survivors to go to the home ASAP because of her health condition, and this is a sensitive situation.
Now, we've been speaking to relatives as well this afternoon, and they are, as you can imagine, simply heartbroken, telling us that they believe mental illness may have been a factor.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube.
New gut-wrenching details from investigators on the scene in South Shore, where two young brothers lost their lives early this morning. One found unresponsive in a bathtub. Police say the other thrown from an 11th-story window. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey is outside that building. And Megan, we want to warn our viewers that those details, some of these are going to be difficult to hear.
Right, Brad, please tell me this has been a hard case for them, and the two people who can explain exactly what happened at last check were unconscious at the University of Chicago Medical Center. The first call came in around 1:45 this morning, reporting a heartbreaking sight.
Female and the baby are on the ground. Caller believes they fell out the window. The baby is not moving.
A Chicago police spokesperson tells me they believe the 1-year-old boy was thrown from an 11th-story window here at the Michigan Beach Apartments near 72nd and South Shore Drive. And then the 20-year-old woman, believed to be his mother, jumped.
Caller said she heard a loud thump and went outside and saw a woman and an infant on the ground.
The woman was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Meanwhile, police found a second crime scene upstairs.
Can you have one of the officers downstairs bring up crime scene tape to the 11th floor, please?
The apartment was flooded.
Where's the water coming from? From the bathtub.
And in the tub, investigators found an unresponsive 2-year-old boy who appeared to have been scalded. He was also suffering from cuts to his head. They also found a 70-year-old man who identified himself as the woman's father. He'd been stabbed and was also taken to the hospital in critical condition.
Okay, so they just confirmed and said that that was her father. So it's the kid's grandfather. Oh, God, dog. Did y'all catch that? That means she stabbed up and tried to murder her own father, according to what they just said. So that was the grandfather to the kids, but it was her father, based on what they just said. Let me see if I can rewind that a little bit.
Was the woman's father. He'd been stabbed. 2-year-old boy who appeared to have been scalded. He was also suffering from cuts to his head. They also found a 70-year-old man who identified himself as the woman's father. He'd been stabbed and was also taken to the hospital in critical condition. Investigators were on the scene throughout the day today. Police tell me that without any witnesses or any video footage of the fall or moments leading up to it, piecing together what happened could take some time. Chicago police say they're expecting to learn more once the autopsies on those two boys have been completed. They also tell me at this point, if the woman survives, they're expecting to file charges.
So yes, that means that he had to have had her at 49 years old, going on 50. This whole thing is crazy, man. Really.
Robin and Larry, according to police, the young boys killed in this tragic incident, just 1 and 2 years old. Investigators are looking into the circle.
I don't know if y'all know this about men, but men can literally have children up until the day that they die. So it's not unheard of. I mean, my own grandfather had kids that are younger than my baby's sister. So it's definitely possible. I've seen it happen in my own family.
Circumstances, they are still here, but we do know it involved a mother jumping from the 11th floor while holding her baby. It all unfolded just before 2 o'clock this morning at the Water's Edge apartment building on the 7200 block of South Shore. Police arrived to find a woman and her 1-year-old son on the ground on the north side of the building. Security directed officers to the 11th floor, where they found a 2-year-old boy unresponsive in a bathtub. Also, a 70-year-old man was suffering from stab wounds. The man told police his daughter began stabbing him and then jumped from the 11th floor apartment with the baby. Both boys were pronounced dead at Comer Children's Hospital. The man and his daughter are at UFC Hospital in critical condition. Now, area central detectives, they remain here continuing to investigate. Tragically, it is possible the children are Chicago's first homicides of the new year.
Breaking.
I want y'all to look at this. That is a long way up, 11 floors. That's why I wanted y'all to see this particular video, just to see how far up that is. That is insanely high.
Breaking news and just really devastating details coming into our newsroom this morning. A 1- and 2-year-old are dead in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. One child found on the ground outside of a high-rise apartment.
And the other was discovered in a bathtub. Let's get to the scene of this. CBS 2's Mugo Odigwe live outside that apartment building with the disturbing details from police. Mugo.
Good morning. This is the apartment building where this happened, and there is still police tape out here. Several officers still unseen right now. Now, the details from police are just hard to fathom. Our nonstop news crews were there, and as you can see in this video, several ambulances and fire trucks were on scene. At some point, an adult was being rolled away in a stretcher. All this happened just before 2 this morning. Police say they were called to an apartment on the 7200 block of South Shore. When they arrived, they found a woman on the ground with her 1-year-old son. They immediately rushed to the 11th floor of the apartment. Inside, they found a 70-year-old man with injuries on his face and body. They also found another little boy, a 2-year-old, unresponsive in the bathtub. The man told police his daughter stabbed him, then jumped from the 11th floor with her 1-year-old son. Now, both of the children, again, just 1 and 2 years old, they were pronounced dead at Comer Children's Hospital. The 2 adults, the mother and her 70-year-old father, they're in the hospital in critical condition. We're live in the South Shore neighborhood. Mugo Odigwe, CBS 2 News.
Robin and Larry, according to police, the young boys killed in this tragic incident, just 1 and 2 years old.
Investigators are calling it gut-wrenching. A scene inside this South Shore apartment building. Police believe a 1-year-old boy was thrown from the 11th floor window before his mother jumped. Her other son found dead in a bathtub. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey live. Megan, difficult details here.
Right, Brad. Sadly, both boys were pronounced dead at the hospital, and police say their 70-year-old grandfather had been stabbed inside this apartment behind me. Their mother is still unconscious tonight.
Caller says she heard a loud thump and went outside and saw a woman and an infant on the ground. Fire is responding.
A loud thump that ended in a grim discovery.
The female and the baby are on the ground. Caller believes they fell out the window. The baby is not moving.
Chicago police tell me it's unclear whether the 1-year-old boy was injured before he was thrown from the window. They say something may have broken the fall of the 20-year-old woman believed to be his mother, because when police arrived on the scene, she was still alive, but unconscious.
I'm going to need a car to sit on the downstairs crime scene, and I need a car to sit on the upstairs crime scene.
Crime scene upstairs was equally disturbing.
Another baby in the male black adult, 10-4.
The apartment was flooded.
Where's the water coming from? From the bathtub.
And first responders performed CPR on a 2-year-old they found in the tub. Police tell me the boy appeared to have been scalded, and he was also suffering from cuts to the head. They also found a 70-year-old man who identified himself as the woman's father. He'd been stabbed and was also taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police tell me they haven't been able to interview him because...
So y'all heard, that's her father but the grandfather to the kids.
Because he's no longer conscious. They're classifying this as a double homicide and attempted suicide. If the woman survives, charges are expected. And Brad, we've just learned those boys' names. They've been identified as 2-year-old Aleah Newell and 1-year-old Jontavius Newell. Now, we asked about surveillance video. Police tell us that they don't have an angle that would have captured that fall. They are still investigating tonight. Live in South Shore, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 News.
This is the last video.
Tough. Thank you, Megan.
This is the last video.
All right.
So this is just them out there.
I just heard. I'm kind of.
Let me see. She survives from a broken ankle and a broken hand from 11 stories up, and something broke her fall. Let's listen to what this lady has to say, and then we'll wrap up. This is the last video.
Because I just heard. I'm kind of in shock. I really am, because like I said, I know who it is. I have to, because I'm very friendly with everybody in the building and everything, so. It's just kind of shocking news.
Wow. All right. With regard to people saying that the stream is freezing, I do know that I figured out a way to fix it on my part so that whenever I'm streaming, it doesn't pause on my end. So like I say, you might have to just change your bit rate and your resolution. I will say this, with all due respect to people that are suffering from mental illness, I do know that we have a couple people in the chat, and this is something that we've had to go back and forth on a few times because I've said some things that didn't sit well with people's sensibilities. Okay? I know I say some things that can hurt people's feelings, but I always try to encourage people to remember what my actual goal is, what my cause is, and what I'm trying to convey and get people to understand. If a child is in danger, then that child cannot be in that situation, regardless of whatever mental handicap or mental hurdles that somebody has to go through. Those children cannot sit in a situation that is detrimental to their lives. These children, especially here, could not speak for themselves, nor could they defend themselves. And when you get old enough to a point, apparently even the 70-year-old grandfather to the kids, but her father couldn't defend himself against his own daughter, who choked him and stabbed him up 10 times. Right? So I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people with mental issues are bad people. What I'm saying is that maybe they might not be competent enough to make sound decisions around babies. That's all I'm saying. I would love to be proven wrong about that, okay? But what I cannot stand for and what I cannot sit back and allow to happen without me having something to say about it is watch somebody chunk their kids out a fucking window 11 stories up, drown her kid, boil her kid, stab her kid. Nah, you don't need to have any kids. I would have rather if you just done that stuff. Hurt yourself. I'm sorry. But those kids deserve better. Her kids deserved a chance. Those babies deserved to live and get a chance to experience life. And guess what? The mom is still here. You know, it's funny how evil just refuses to die. Isn't that crazy? The mom said, think about this. The mom took pills. The pills did not kill her. The mom turned around and got into a fight and was stabbing up her own father. And he wasn't able to kill her. Then she turned around and threw her baby out the window, killed the other kid, stabbing him up. I don't remember how many times they said. It was a lot. It was a lot. Like 18 times or something like that. then you jump out of 11 stories on your own. I actually watched somebody in the chat write, and they said that they jumped or they fell out of a 2-story window and almost died. Keep in mind, this is 11 stories up. It doesn't matter what broke her fall. Anything going down at that speed and with the way that gravity works could have killed anybody. And the fact that she survived with a broken foot and a broken hand is just unreal. Like I said, if you were suffering that much, I'd rather see you just take yourself out, but stop taking that out on the kids, because I'm sorry, there can never be an excuse to kill kids. Can we say that in the chat before we get up out of here? There can never be an excuse to kill kids. There can never be an excuse to kill kids. I'm sorry, we are the AFC. That means we do what? We advocate for children first. They cannot speak for themselves, nor can they defend themselves. And I'm sorry, you will never get me or our audience to understand and think that, well, this behavior is permissible and it's okay because the mom was going through some shit. It's not the way it works. And I hope that she survives this and that the courts find her guilty of all charges, and she does not deserve to have her ovaries to be able to produce anymore, nor does she have the right or deserve the right to be able to be in society anymore. She is a danger to society and herself, and clearly was a danger to her children. And I want to wish those two angels on my screen, and I hope that God rest their soul, R.I.P. to those young angels right there on my screen, because that's where it matters. And I really wish that these kids would have been in better hands. But it sounds like everybody in her family tried to help her. Just because one place where she wanted to be didn't help her is no excuse to sit there and turn around and try to blame this whole entire thing on the place where was this at a shelter at Salvation Army's Shield of Hope. They have rules and procedures they have to go to. You can't just walk up in there and be like, I'm staying here. That's not the way that works. They can't take care of everybody, and maybe they didn't have space for her. Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. If they tell you no, then the answer is no. That's another thing that's scary to me about these type of chicks, is they're not used to hearing no. And they think that it's okay to just flip out. And that's not the case. That's also what having a father at home will teach you. Is it will teach you that sometimes you have to hear no, and you have to deal with it, and you have to suck it up. It's the way of the world, and that's the way of life. And nowhere in life is everybody going to just always kiss your ass and tell you, yes, it's okay. All right? That's what we stand for. And that's really the message that we try to preach, is we try to preach love and respect, especially respect, but protection for our children. Let me give a quick shout out to a person that actually just joined our channel membership all the way from Australia. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. That's Helen Smith. Join the Children First Advocates for Children. Thank you so much for joining the channel membership. Y'all know that button is down there. Y'all can click to join. Doesn't cost you very much at all. But make sure that you guys preach a message and send out a message and support a message that advocates for children first, because I believe it matters. So from my heart to yours, I want to thank you guys for listening to this stream. Continue to make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Throw the book at her. Put her on the rocket ship. Launch her to space. Let her suck up some of that space dust. This your boy DJ Just J. I'm out, man. Holla at your boy. You heard? Peace.
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us on tradesy.com, at Nora's 915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com. Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on tradesy.com, at Nora's 915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
Hi guys, what's going on, man? This is your boy DJ Just J, and I want to let you guys know that YouTube just approved us for channel memberships, and I'd like to thank you guys so much for your support. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna explain what channel membership means. And just so I can make this clear, all of the videos and content that you currently watch is going to remain free. So all of our news videos, reactions, interviews, in and out videos, and music will continue to be free, and I hope that you guys will continue to enjoy the content. So on top of that, we're going to offer content exclusively for our members for a small monthly contribution for those that want to join. There will be some really cool benefits like our new AFC badges, and it's going to give you an opportunity to stand out and show your pride for the children. Everybody enjoys the live chat on YouTube, and now we could offer more exclusive privileges to our members during the live shows. I don't know if you've bought any merch yet, or maybe you're just waiting on a discount. Well, we're making getting your AFC gear easier with member discounts. There are quite a few perks available and options. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope that you will become an AFC Advocates for Children member. And we'll see you guys on the next live show. Thanks. All right, guys, let me go ahead. Let me bring this other commercial back in real quick. There we go. And let me go ahead and take that. Uh-oh, click the wrong button. Boom, let's click that one. Okay, again, I want to remind everybody again where you guys can donate. You know, we have Cash App available as well as Patreon, which is one-time monthly. And I know that sometimes people will come and go on the Patreon, but we're definitely looking for more people to join us on the Patreon, which is patreon.com/DJJustJOK. All of those links are really easy to find if you just click those links in the description box. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Patreon. Those are the main methods that we have. Again, if you guys have not checked out the movie A Fatherless America, I encourage you guys to check out my brother Tommy Sotomayor's video. It is afatherlessamerica.com. Best place to watch it, best place to download it, whatever you need to do from his actual website. Again, thank you to Mom's Fur Babies who donated a super sticker in the chat earlier. Thank you, Mom's Fur Babies. Let me say thank you 2 times to Kayla, who said, "We all need to stomp out the stigma of mental illness, but most of these terrible acts you so bravely share with us against children every night seem premeditated." Yep. "We must be kind, but be logical as well. Take care of my friend, Kayla Nightrider." What an amazing message. And that's a really cool way to be able to get your message out if you want me to see it and be able to tell the people what you said. So thank you. And she also sent in another $10 PayPal, and she said, "Keep up the good fight, my friend, Kayla Nightrider." Thank you so much. To Joan said, "Thank you for all your hard work. Hashtag AFC all day." I heard that. Also to Helen in the chat, also joined the channel membership, sent in a Australian $5. Said, "Hi, Helen from Australia. I think all the work you do is outstanding." So thank you to Helen. And and also Privacy Seeker. I meant to say shout out to him because he donated while we were offline the other day. "Where can you get a shirt with my signature on it?" I might have to send you one personally, MMO family girl. If you can remember to, can you send me an email here, theafcmatters@gmail.com? I can figure out a way to send you one. So I can create one specifically for you. Oh, well, no. Yeah, I guess I would have to actually physically sign it then. Yeah, we'll work that out. MMO family girl, shoot me an email and we'll figure out a way to work that out so we can chop it up and figure out how we could do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Thank you guys so much for listening to the stream, and thank y'all for your patience so much. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more work, and I'm going to show you guys a new video. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out Jazzy Nice, but I want y'all to see this video. Well, at least hear the music. It's not actually a video just yet. But shout out to Jazzy Nice, new music from my brother Kurt Dog. Y'all have a good night. If y'all want any music, all my channel members, all you got to do is shoot me an email and say, "Hey, Jay, I want some music," and I'm going to send it to you. Love you guys. From my heart to yours, y'all have a great night. Peace.
It's a love shot track.
I'ma make a stack and get another one.
Had a broke man, never get another one. You like my last shit? Here's another one. One of a kind, yeah, there'll never be another one. Broke ass bitch, I could never be that. Yeah, you got a little money, I don't even need that. All I need is a man that'll match my grind. I grind, he grind, then we both gon' shine. Jazzy, you the type of bitch that'll fuck for a bag. Nah, I'm the type of bitch that'll roll up in a jag. Pull up with the work, tight mini skirt. Get the money from him, then a bitch ski skirt. I ain't got time, I got moves to make. I got money to get, I got rules to break. There's a whole lot of money and I'm trying to get to it. Wanna get it like me? Let me show you how I do it. Hold up, I'ma make a stack and get another one. Had a broke man, never get another one. You like my last shit? Here's another one. One of a kind, yeah, there'll never be another one. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. I ain't a jazzy hoe, but I'm jazzy though. Got a whole lot of sauce with the jazzy flow. When they say who got it lit, they better name me. If it ain't about the money, then it ain't me. I'm in a VIP with a bottle to sip. Wanna be like me, bitch, follow the drip. We gon' party in the club till the lights on. Let everybody see me with my ice on. Yeah, Jay Nice, hold it down for the team. Love Shack and we clown for the cream. Neck wrist with my earlobes froze up. It's hella deep in the club, I got my O's up, bitch. I'ma make a stack and get another one. Had a broke man, never get another one. You like my last shit? Here's another one. One of a kind, yeah, there'll never be another one. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. All my ladies stack your money like this. Keep it up, don't stop, don't miss. Jazzy.
I ain't fucking with them niggas like y'all though.
Make 'em clap, make 'em clap. They can do it like that. Make 'em clap, make 'em clap. You can do it like that. Make 'em clap, make 'em clap. They can do it like that. Make 'em clap, make 'em clap. You can do it like that.
Fresh up out of school, finally made it home. There's no homework today. Daddy, where's my phone? Check my Instagram, then my Snapchat. Watching all the stories while I eat my Apple Jacks. Go to YouTube, then I hear this beat. It made me bob my head, clap my hands and stomp my feet. I think I like this, so here's your chance. Turn on the cameras and do the Kira dance. First I slide, then on my head like hey, slide. Then on my head like hey, then I put one hand up, then I swing and I wave. Put one hand up, then I swing and I wave. Do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance. Now stop and make those shoulders do the running man. Stop and make those shoulders do the running man. Do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance. Now stop and make those shoulders do the running man. Stop and make those shoulders do the running man.
Hey, make your shoulders do the running man. Stop. Now make your shoulders do the running man.
Do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance. Now stop and make those shoulders do the running man.
Okay, what?
And make those shoulders do the running man. The Kira dance, that's what my friends do.
Okay.
We do the Kira dance, you're my friend too. I call my Uncle Star so he could bring Alexis. If he do not answer, I'll leave a screaming message. We have a sleepover, and all my friends invited. My daddy liked this ice cream, and we get so excited. Then we hear this beat, and we say here's our chance to turn the cameras on and do the Kira dance. First we slide, then on our heads like slide, then on our heads like wave. Then I put one hand up, then I swing and I wave. Put one hand up, then I swing and I wave. Do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance, do the Kira dance. Now stop and make those shoulders do the running man. Stop and make those shoulders do the
Yeah, that's very, very.
Daddy, we get that. That is very, very ugly. We picture that way more cooler in our heads.
Okay. Who wants Denny's?
Me!
All right, let's go.
This is a love shot tray. For you, baby.
It's just Jay and I'm back again. I'm from the north side where we get it in. You know it's Love Shack on the track again. Relax yourself, dog, please settle down. 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 My sense of pride got me paranoid. Make it hard to trust, can never fill the void. Kinda like a loner, don't need to have friends. Who can you really trust? Not even best friends. Spin your ends, they pretend, feel what I'm saying. Images portraying, deceit is amazing. Peep the metaphor, I'm kicking knowledge, homie. Elevate your mind, religious testimony. I never was a phony, always kept it real. Oklahoma City, that's where I hang and chill. Always on my grind, barely ever sleep. Sacrifice to get it, family gotta eat. Pardon my position, I'm just on a mission. All my wildest dreams came into fruition. Getting to the money, play the game for keeps. Even in the cold, always got the heat. Just Jay and I'm back again.
Just another day to sit back and parlay with all of the homies. Just another day, you having your fun with all of the loved ones. Just another day. Hit you with the vibe. Hit you with the vibe. Check. Just another day.
As I'm chilling, feeling the vibe, I'm looking back at my life and I'm lucky to be alive, cause I done been through it all, but luckily I survived. Now I'm out on my own trying to provide, get a little crib out on the south for a little ride. If you coming through, bring us a bottle and come inside. I'm just trying to kick it with my kinfolk. I'm getting money now, but I've been broke. I know how it is trying to stay afloat. I'm on a mission to get it, don't need permission to spit it. I know you wishing you did it, you loving the way I fit it, but check out the way I kick it. Hold up, I got it from the mud, straight from the dirt. I do it for the fan, do it for the turf. I didn't have a lot, but I made it work. Get it poppin' and they gon' hate. Just another day chillin' in the old state. Chillin' in the old state.
We're sending this one to the music and you, and to the tunes of your life that made you get up and move. Kurt put the track in gear and I set my lyrics to cruise. Now old city bobbing with us cause this groove is smooth. After a long day of work, man, with your deck tuned to Ozzy Brothers, Boosie Collins, and Al Green coming through. And now you're tuned into a Love Shack in Sandtown crew. And this Tribe Quest out from Swing got your feet ready to move. And we gon' push this hella hard and get this street to boom. And make this something old folks and grandkids to ride to. Ain't no pointing no fingers, it's dedicated to who ever got a love for music and what music could do. It could be hip hop, country, rock, rhythm or blues, whatever it takes to get you relaxed and get your mind amused. Because a world without music would be so confused. It'd be a world of domination and we all would lose. That's why I keep on thanking God for making these musical tools. And we're gonna keep on healing souls and making this music for you.
Just another day to sit back and parlay with all of the homies. Just another day, you having your fun with all of the loved ones. Just another day. Hit you with the vibe. Hit you with the vibe. Just another day.
CMC shit. You know, life after no limit. Stuff his body in the earth like he a plant or something. And I got it from the dirt like I'm an ant or something. Nelly play for with his work, you niggas play for nothing. Niggas do a lot of clout chasing and a lot of stunting. Been told my mama I'ma make it, ain't going for nothing. Give me a minute to plan, I swear I'm on to something. Give you the business like a job and I'm trying to hire something. You see my little niggas, they tweaking them like a Myers something. Better pay attention or you never see it coming. I don't do no backing down, you'll never see me running. When it come to beef, all I do is eat, that's how I'm coming. Not just reaching for the top, my nigga, bitch I'm gunning. Got 50 in that, 50 in this, that's how I'm coming. If I really want to, I can get you, no stunting. Got 50 in that, 50 in this, that's 100. If I really want to, I can get you, no stunting. You know that iron, I'ma roll with it. Mama don't pray for me, I throw back down, no nigga. They got a place for me. That iron, I'ma roll with it. Mama don't pray for me, I throw back down, no nigga. They got a place for me. Show niggas know it been a long time coming. If it's beef, I'm coming to see. Nigga, I ain't running, I don't punish what you better be. Real nigga shit though. Pull up on the op block, you know how that shit go. Well,
time we spent on this relationship don't mean much, so I'ma take my time to get my green up. Crazy in love like nothing else matters, but I don't give a fuck, cause there's a bitch that's better. You don't really care about the time we spend building love, so I don't really care about the way that you giving up. But why we always talk about the past, but you're the current one I have, and you the only one can push my buttons, but you push them and think nothing of it. Got me thinking, am I dreaming? Going through my phone while I'm sleeping. I know your mama didn't teach you this. Your mama know I'm trying to get us rich. I know your mama never called your daddy bitch. Trip. Girl, you crazy. You say you in love, but your love is lazy. Love you taking too much credit. Love, I need to make a debit, cause I don't care. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Yo, girls, all around the world. And I'm all around the world. Get it? Glass slipper couldn't fit it. You getting too comfortable, boo, you slipping. You think I ain't got options like Christmas stockings? You tripping. Asian women, Latin women, Puerto Rican, Dominican. And I'm not trying to throw this in your face or let them take your place, but love is not content of something that you give up on like racist. Put that peace pipe in your life and we exchanging fuck faces, and then you turn into that type that start to get kinda complacent. It's kinda mental what you do to me, and I know you've been so true to me, but I'm done with all that foolery. You and me can go together like peas in a pot. I be your J, you be my B, we make it pop. Or I can put all of your things in the box. And if I don't see no change, spread your wings, kick rocks. Yo, girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Girl, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Bro, don't you ever get too complacent. I got options. Bro, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. Don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. Bro, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options. Bro, don't you ever get too complacent with your space. I got options. I got options. I got options.